Ellie is about a young girl who is trying to learn how to move on.
She has to overcome and live with grief.
She's learning to navigate a new social and emotional climate that has resulted from the death of her father.
It's a story about a girl who learns to overcome this grief and to move on by embracing it.
My name is Alice Neckert, and I am directing and co-writing Ellie.
My name is Marco Stavlos, and I am the producer of Ellie.
I'm Daniela Nowitz, and I'm the cinematographer of Ellie.
I'm Megan Homskis, and I am the co-writer and editor of Ellie.
I knew I wanted to make Ellie as my thesis project when I was on page 9. I even remember calling my producer right away and saying, this is it. This is our character, and this is our story.
I was really connected to Ellie's story because of how universal it is to experience loss.
I lost my father when I was 6. He passed away from cancer. And one of the things that drew me to the story right away is how Ellie is grieving for her father. She wears her father's clothing, which is something that I did when I was in high school, and I actually still wear my dad's clothes to this day.
One of my favorite scenes in the movie is when Ellie dresses up in her father's clothes, stands in front of a full-length mirror.
She reaches over and she holds her own hand.
Trying to hold on to his memory.
Trying to remember what it was like to hug him.
I find that moment so sad and beautiful because that's really all she wants, is to have him back.
And that absolute, finite idea of death and experiencing it changes you, and it defines you for the rest of your life. And I think I understand that about Ellie.
Ellie is a really intimate, character-driven story, and what's great about this team is that we're all really passionate about the characters.
Our team is one of the best and brightest.
What I'm really excited about this team is how excited they are to get to learn who Ellie is.
One of the things that Ellie's team will bring is dedication and the knowledge that AFI is instilling in us on how to maximize the tools in visual storytelling.
I've always been attracted to not only telling the story, but using the visuals to tell the story, and trying to elevate the story and to elevate the film through a smart use of visuals.
Editing is a passion for me because movies are magic. They always have been, and I feel like the editing room is where the magic happens, if you will. But when you're in the editing bay, you're there with the footage and the characters, and you see it come to life.
I feel really confident in directing Ellie. I'm really excited too. I love characters, I love people. People fascinate me. We're infinitely complex individuals with our perceptions limited solely to our own experiences. And it's through story that we get to wake up as someone else and walk down the streets of their lives, whether mundane or extraordinary circumstances, and let it emotionally affect us.
Ellie takes place in the early 90s, which is a great time period to revisit.
To recreate that time properly and authentically.
We need resources.
Any contribution you give us,
Anyone that can help.
We will need to call on everyone.
No contribution is too small or too big.
Our team has a lot of passion, and we hope that with the support of our friends and family, that passion can fully come to light on the screen.